So I got a call from my girlfriend on Wednesday night, and she wanted to break up with me. So we're now broken up. So what does that mean? Well, firstly, it sucks. But secondly, I feel like she had fair reasons for it. And I kind of agree with her, but I don't think I was able to admit it. She felt that we didn't have a kind of deep connection, and we didn't understand each other properly, and we had some kind of insurmountable barriers just in the way that we think. And even though we cared a lot about each other and we had the same values, and that was great, it wasn't enough. And I think I had felt this way for a while, but I didn't want to admit it. But she clearly got there before me and ended things. So what does that mean now for me? Well, it makes my life a lot easier in a way, because I don't have to decide, do I keep trying, trying to get a job in Singapore, or do I just, give up and go to Taiwan? And now I don't have to make that decision. The decision's made. I'm going to Taiwan. So now I just have to think about myself. Just have to think about what job I'm going to get, etc. Probably teaching English at first, and then maybe I'll get something afterwards, But yeah, I mean that's what's been going on. To be honest, I didn't think I'd be giving you this update so quickly since my last video, but there you go. It's about 2 weeks after, bit later than that, 3 weeks, and here I am, telling you I'm going to Taiwan. Now you might be wondering, okay, you're going to Taiwan, but why do you want to go to Taiwan? Lots of people, some of you might not even know where Taiwan is. Okay, I get that. Okay, I suggest you go on Wikipedia, do a little search into the history of Taiwan and stuff. But basically, it's like China, but not communist. It's like the non-communist China. It's like the free democratic China. It's an island off the coast of mainland China. And yeah, it's a really nice place. I've actually been there before. I visited for a week. I went travelling there before I worked in Hong Kong. And I just kind of decided it's a place for me. I've always been interested in traditional Chinese culture, and they seem like the right kind of balance between the kind of warm-heartedness of Chinese people and the politeness of Japanese people. So they sort of have both of those qualities, which is really great. It's like a perfect combination. And so I want to experience that for myself. And why do I want to leave the UK? Well, I suppose that's more of a controversial thing. It's a number of different reasons. I think I've always felt a bit uncomfortable here. There's there's just a way of thinking that is slightly different from the way I think. I never really fit in with the banter culture that exists here. The political culture here is completely screwed up. Everyone's just so angry all the time, just so bitter and angry. I know in Taiwan they just seem a lot more... Yes, they have their opposing political parties, but they just seem a lot more united. The Overton window is smaller, for any of you political science losers out there. Aside from that, culture-wise in the UK, I just think we've been really going downhill. It's just the over-sexualization of culture, the kind of degeneration of values. It's also a lot more dangerous in the UK than Taiwan. Taiwan's an incredibly safe country, one of the safest in the world. Whereas, UK, especially where I live, London, is most certainly not one of the safest places in the world. So, it's the ability to feel safe, to be with people who kind of think in a more similar way to you, to be with people who are really polite and kind, and to live in a culture that interests me, traditional Chinese culture, but it's not like too traditional, it's kind of westernized, liberalized. So I've basically been applying to loads of teaching jobs, and I'm hoping to go out there maybe like May, like middle of May or late May, and then I'd have to do 2 weeks quarantine, and then get a test, whatever, and then I'd be able to live in Taiwan. I've got a couple of friends out there, so that's good. Well, I probably shouldn't film here. It's kind of like a little cul-de-sac. I don't know. I don't see myself in the UK long term. Maybe I'll come back, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a few years in Taiwan, get sick of it, and I'll want to come back, and then settle down here, but maybe I won't. Maybe I'll settle down in Taiwan, but we'll have to see. But yeah, I hope this has not been too depressing. I guess I am a little bit depressed because I just broke up with my girlfriend, and it's sort of like when there's two paths ahead of you, having one be completely closed off to you, it's liberating in that you don't have to make a choice anymore, but it's also obviously takes away a freedom of choice from you as well. It cuts off a path, and it's sort of like a very violent cutting off, very sudden and aggressive cutting off of a path. So yeah, that's what's going on in my life right now, and I can't wait to start filming in Taiwan and make this an actual channel that has some interesting content that's not just boring London suburbs. Alright, I'll see you on the next one. Alright, bye.